Hey everyone, I am ready to go and have my how to draw step-by-step picture in front of me for our Aztec sun and moon. You'll be able to look at this in Google Classroom. I'm going to follow my own steps on my clean white sheet of paper, and you can follow along with me. I am going to be drawing with a Sharpie marker to start so you can see my lines nice and bold. But if you want to start with pencil, that is fine, and then trace your pencil lines with something dark. You can use a Sharpie marker, you can use a black crayon, you can even just use a black color pencil as well. So let's get started. I highly encourage you to find something that is a circle that you can trace onto your paper. I found a Santa plate that is the perfect size for my paper. So if I turn it upside down, it fills my paper without touching the top and the bottom. There's still some room there. So with your empty hand, go ahead and hold your paper plate in the middle. And with your other hand, go ahead and trace your circle. Keep that marker or whatever you're tracing with straight up and down. Don't let it angle to the side, and then take your time. Great. And if it's not perfect, anywhere that it isn't, just go back over with your marker and trace it again. Your next step, after you have your circle, we're still kind of in here, is we're going to draw the side of the moon. So we're going to start at the very top. We're going to do a curve for the tip of the nose. Then we're gonna just go in a little bit and then curve back around. I would recommend practicing this first with your finger. So let's start here at the top. We're going to curve, then go in, and then curve. Because I really want this to look good, I'm going to start with pencil. And then I'm going to trace it with marker. So, starting here, curve, in, and curve. Do you see how I pause between every step? Not going too fast so that I could have it just the way I want. Now that I'm happy with it, I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to trace my pencil line. I'm going to curve for my nose. And curve that back in. Great. Our next step is to draw our eyes. We're going to have this moon be sleepy and the sun part have a bright open eye. So for the moon part, we're going to start with a frowny or a smiley line right here. So it's kind of curved, like if you were drawing a smile. And let's add some eyelashes so that it looks like an eye. Directly across, this is the space where we're going to draw the open eye. Now we're going to make sure we go nice and big. So think about how wide you want it to be. You can even use 2 dots so that you can get the width correct. And then from one to the other, we're going to draw first a frowny line and then smiley line. Inside a nice big circle, and then inside that circle, another one. You can go ahead and just color that one right in with black. And our eyelashes are wide open. Great, moving on to the next step, we're gonna add 2 things. We're going to add cheeks, and that's pretty simple, just 2 circles, and then our lips. So right below the eye, I'm going to draw a circle here for a cheek and a circle here. Now for our lips, I'm going to start on this line and I'm going to do half, and then I'm going to do the other half. Our lips are going to be nice and big so that we have something to color. We're going to do a bump, and then on the other side, another bump, connect them with a line, and then a U underneath. Starting here, I'm going to go bump, And don't be afraid to make them too big. You want nice big sun and moon face parts. And bump. We're going to connect these with a line. And then under, we're going to do kind of a U-shaped line. Cool. So there is all of the things you need for the inside of the sun and moon. And now we're going to work on the right-hand side sun. And we're going to draw the sun rays coming off. Before we get started doing that, we're going to draw 2 lines. Where we started here, I want you to draw a straight line all the way up. And then right where we ended, a straight standing up line all the way down. That will separate both parts. Now we're going to get ready for our sun rays. And you can see where I'm only going to be able to fit small triangles there, but then I'll be able to get a little bit bigger. I am not going to go like this around my sun. I think that might be too hard. So here's a little trick to make them look like they're turning around. I am going to start here, and I'm going to practice first up and down, up and down. And I'm going to stop there. Now I'm going to go back down here where this line ended, out and back. So I have one up here and one down here. The next one I'm going to draw is right here. I'm going to go out and back. That one is pointing completely that way. Think of it like a compass. North and south and east, going that way. Now I need to fill in here. Now I could make them really big and fat and fit 2 in here, which is what I think I'm going to do. And you could even kind of help yourself by putting a dot right in the middle and use that dot. And the other one will start here and end there. Reach it out, make those nice big sunbeams. Same thing down here. Find the middle, put a dot, start here, out and back. Use as much paper space as you can. And then from here to here, out and back. Now we want to separate the background into sections. I'm going to draw lines that start where these 2 meet and go straight out. There. Now you are finished with the sun part. Now we're going to work on the moon side. Do you see the moon? Do you see that this is the nose of the moon? The moon is kind of facing this way and the sun is looking at you. For our moon side, we're just going to make some wavy lines and add some stars in the background. I'm going to start in the middle and I'm going to just draw a very slight wavy line, not a crazy up and down wavy line. And same here, and this is kind of however you feel like you would like to draw them. Just kind of a gentle wavy line. There, evenly spaced out as much as you can. There. Now in these empty spaces, we're going to draw some stars. Now I'm switching over to my pencil. You can draw your stars 2 different ways. One way that I learned how to draw a star is starting at the bottom of your star. You are going to go up and down, just like you were going to make a triangle. Then you're going to start here and through the middle of this line, go straight through and stop. Then go straight across both lines and then connect your 2 ending lines. You can then get your black marker, whatever you're tracing with, and outline only the outside of the star. Like that. You could go back then and erase the inside. And that's absolutely one perfect way to draw stars, and you can change the size of them. Another fun way is to just draw the outline without drawing the star first. Sometimes your stars look great. Sometimes they look a little wonky. And I kind of like sometimes when they look a little wonky like that. So I'm gonna do two or three more both ways. Put one here, first with pencil. I'll do this again, up and down like a triangle, straight through, across both, and connect. Then trace, up, down. Oh, look at that. I accidentally went through both of them. I hope you do that too, and that's okay. That's another way you can do a star, not a problem. Let's do it the wonky way. Those are kind of fun. And since I already have one, might as well just do another one like that. And you can color, you can even have fun coloring those in. Different colors. That one looks super wonky. One more down here. And let's sneak one there. And the straight through one there. Great. We are finished with our drawing and we are ready to color. Now, before you get started with your coloring, what I want you to remember from what we talked about in the Google slide that you watched before this is that we are going to be coloring with warm colors on the sun and cool colors on the moon. The only exception is that I colored in the stars with a warm color because I really wanted them to pop out against the cool color background. You can use either colored pencils or markers, crayons. If you want to paint, you can totally use whatever art materials you want at this point. I'm going to go ahead and use colored pencils. And so what I've done is I've gone ahead and separated my warm and cool color pencils so that I don't have to think about it while I'm coloring. I have my warms on one side, my cools on the other, and then I just pick as I go. Done. I hope you enjoyed coloring your warm color sun, cool color moon as much as I just did. I can certainly go back and color things up a little bit better, but I actually kind of like when there's a little bit of white showing in some of my work. Can't wait to see all of your beautiful work.